Assalamualaikum and hi. The name given is Hani Karmila Binti Ahmad Najib, matrix number 2025693008. And today, I'm going to give you the comments about the stimulus that I have chosen. In today's workplace, professionalism is not only measured by productivity or job performance, but also by how individuals are treated, especially during vulnerable moments. The selected stimulus presents a troubling situation involving an employee named Alejandra, whose work environment deteriorated after she disclosed her diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. This situation draws attention to important issues such as workplace discrimination, lack of empathy in leadership, and the ethical responsibilities of managers when dealing with employees' health conditions. Here comes the main discussion. The stimulus highlights a significant shift in Alejandra's experience at work following her disclosure of multiple sclerosis approximately 3 months into her employment. Sharing personal medical information in a professional setting requires trust, as employees expect understanding rather than judgment. However, instead of offering support or reasonable accommodation, Alejandra's manager responded with inappropriate comments regarding her health, diet, and exercise habits. This behavior reflects a serious lack of professionalism and sensitivity from someone in a leadership role. One of the main issues presented in the manager's inappropriate and intrusive communication by commenting on Alejandra's health and lifestyle choices. The manager crossed professional boundaries. Health-related discussions should be handled with discretion, respect, and confidentiality. The manager's remarks not only disregarded Alejandra's privacy, but also placed her in a position where she felt constantly evaluated for her condition rather than her work performance. Another issue is the manager's decision to compare Alejandra to a relative with a multiple sclerosis. This comparison is highly problematic because chronic illnesses, particularly multiple sclerosis, affect individuals differently. Symptoms vary in severity and frequency, and no two cases are identical. By making such comparison, the manager dismissed Alejandra's unique experience and undermined the legitimacy of her condition. This reinforces harmful assumptions and reflects a lack of understanding of medical diversity. Additionally, the manager questioned why Alejandra was so sick all the time, which demonstrates a fundamental misunderstanding of chronic illnesses. Multiple sclerosis is a long-term condition that often involves unpredictable symptoms such as fatigue, pain, and mobility challenges. These symptoms are not the result of poor lifestyle choices, yet the manager comments suggest blame or disbelief. Such language can deeply affect an employee's emotional well-being and sense of belonging in the workplace. The stimulus also brings attention to the issue of medical privacy and respect for personal boundaries. While Alexandra chose to disclose her condition, this did not grant the manager permission to scrutinize or comment on her body, habits, or health status. Managers have a responsibility to protect employees' dignity and ensure that medical disclosures do not lead to discrimination or humiliation. Furthermore, this situation contributes to the creation of a hostile work environment. Repeated insensitive comments from a manager can lead to stress, anxiety, and reduced job satisfaction. Alejandra may feel pressured to constantly explain or justify her illness, which can negatively affect her mental health and work performance. Over time, such treatment may force employees to leave their jobs, not because of incompetence, but because of an unsafe and unsupportive environment. From an organizational perspective, this case reflects a failure in leadership training and workplace policy enforcement. Managers should be trained to handle sensitive disclosures professionally, focusing on accommodation and inclusion rather than personal opinion. Ethical leadership requires empathy, awareness, and a commitment to fairness. The manager behavior suggests a lack of preparation to manage diverse employees' responsibility. The stimulus also highlights the importance of inclusive workplace practices. Inclusivity means recognizing that employees may face different challenges and ensuring that these differences are respected rather than questioned. Instead of making judgmental remarks, the manager should have engaged in constructive discussions about how the workplace should support Alejandra in fulfilling her role effectively. In conclusion, this selected stimulus reveals serious issues related to workplace discrimination, unprofessional managerial behavior, and a lack of empathy towards employees with chronic illnesses. Alejandra's experience demonstrates how harmful attitudes and insensitive language can transform a workplace into a hostile environment. These situations serve as an important reminder that ethical leadership and inclusivity are essential in modern organizations. By fostering understanding, respect, and proper managerial conduct, workplaces can become safer and more supportive spaces for all employees, regardless of their health conditions. That's all from me. Thank you very much.